Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to the Daily Drive. I am super excited for Monday, and I'm super excited to show y'all the ears for today. So give me a hey when you get on. I like to get that shared into my Becoming Unlimited group first. So give me a hey when you get on. Happy Monday. Again, welcome to the Daily Drive. And here's my ears for today. These are like literally one of my favorite pairs of ears. Like, it's really hard for me, first of all, to even pick favorite pairs of ears because I get them all for different reasons. You know, whether it was like the first time we went together, whether it was honeymoon, whether it was wedding ears. But if you know me for a little while, then you probably have seen that the Mickey shaped ice cream bars that come on the little stick are like my favorite thing. I get a selfie with a Mickey ice cream every time we go. If you don't know what they look like this because I even have a little plush that looks like it because I love them so much, and my mother-in-law is great and got this for me. So I even have a little plush. We are weirdos and keep the tags on stuff that comes from Disney. I don't know. That's just what we do. So it still has the tag on it. But my mother-in-law sent me the little ice cream that goes along with it. It says, "I'm sweet." And on this side, it has a little smiley face. I love Mickey ice creams so much. And so I have this and the Mickey ice cream ears. And these are like one of my favorite pair. Like it's all sequiny inside and all of that. So these are one of my favorite pairs. And I'm extra and have the plush that goes along with it. So these are the ears for today. Mickey ice cream inspired with my plush that goes along with it. And I love it. So those are the ears for today. I just got these at some point at the parks when we were there because I saw them and I was like, oh my God, I love Mickey ice creams. And then my mother-in-law sent me the little plush that goes along with it. So I love Mickey ice creams. These are my Mickey ice cream ears, my Mickey ice cream plush because I'm extra. And that's the ears for today. They were next up on the wall, and I have now finished one wall in the living room. So next on Wednesday, next Daily Drive, I'll move on to a new wall in the living room. So those are the ears for today. Welcome to the Daily Drive. We're going to talk about motivation today. The Daily Drive is just something that I created for myself to push my mind through the day. I was diagnosed with anxiety in 2010, and it took me about 8 years to really figure out how to stay in control of my anxiety and really how to flip it around and flip my mindset and use my energy for the right way. And so I created the Daily Drive worksheet to go along with that for myself originally. It has my intentional thought, my goals for the day, and my gratitude because these are the 3 things that are going to drive at least my mind through the day. And it turns out that it's helpful for other people. So 3 times a week, I bring you the Daily Drive where I'll share the worksheet with you and give you a little bit more information about mindset and changing your mindset and flipping your views and keeping your anxiety in control and using your anxiety for productivity. Okay, and so today, I love keeping along the lines of the Motivation Monday, the Gratitude Wednesday, the Freedom Friday, the Self-Care Saturday, the Sabbath Sunday, like those kind of things. I love it because it resonates in our mind. When I start thinking Motivation Monday on Sunday night, it starts to shift my energy. And so Monday morning is a little bit easier for me to get to because I just start thinking about it and changing my energy. So today I'm going to give y'all some motivation and I'm kind of excited about it, okay? So Motivation Monday, drop a hashtag Motivation Monday when you get on. Remember that motivation is internal. You can have external things and external reminders and, you know, sticky notes and like hang the bikini on your refrigerator or whatever it is. You can have external things that push you, but at the end of the day, motivation is internal, and motivation is linked to the feelings that come along with what it is you are working on. So when you think about how you feel on the inside, when you've lost the amount of weight that you want to lose, when you have gotten the job that you want to get, when you've written the book you want to write, when you've done that thing that is your big scary goal, when you've done it, imagine the feelings that come along with that, right? That's where you find motivation. It's internal, based on the feelings associated with what it is you're working on. I fully feel like my purpose in life is to connect with my full true potential and energy and abundance so that I can grow enough to share that with the world and help y'all understand that mental health doesn't have to be scary and weigh you down. You can be in control of your mind even while you live with anxiety. And so that motivates me internally to wake up every day and figure out what I can do to further my purpose, whether it is bringing you the daily drive, whether it's creating something new, whether it is having an event. I'm having a mental health support group community that's free in the Richmond area on Wednesday, and so that energizes me. So that's where motivation comes from, is the internal feelings and energy associated with what it is that you are working towards, right? So again, you can have external things, but at the end of the day, if your energy and your internal feelings and emotions aren't lined up in the right way, those external things aren't going to keep you pushing as much as that internal energy. So if your internal energy isn't pushing you, then the bikini hanging on the refrigerator is going to be invisible when you're ready to go eat all the ice cream, right? So motivation is internal. It comes from internal feelings associated with what you're working towards, how that makes you feel and how that makes your energy feel. Good morning, Mama Kay. I was just talking about my Mickey ice cream ears and my Mickey ice cream plush. You sent me this and I love it so much. It sits out all year because I love it so much and it matches my ears. I love it. So anyway, sorry. Shout out to my mother-in-law. But motivation is internal, okay? So this morning, one of the things that I do every day, every morning just about, is watch some type of documentary. I love to learn, and I kind of consider this personal development because it just gets the wheels turning in my brain. Even if it's like a murder documentary or something weird, it just makes my brain start to work and start to think, right? So I was born in 1985, okay? So I kind of consider myself an 80s and 90s baby. I kind of got the best of both worlds, right? Because, 80s music is my jam and 90s music is my jam, right? So born in 85, like I consider myself an 80s / 90s baby, right? Like all of the 80s and 90s things, I am all about it. If you have an 80s or 90s party, I want to be there, okay? If it's at a roller skating rink, I definitely want to be there, okay? But this morning, y'all, there is a documentary on Netflix that's a little bit new. I've seen it within the last few weeks, but didn't make time to watch it yet. But about Biggie, y'all. The documentary this morning is about Biggie. It's called Biggie, I Got a Story to Tell, because we all know that he had a story to tell, okay? And I grew up listening to Biggie. Mom, if you watch this, please don't go research the lyrics, okay? But I grew up listening to Biggie and P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, whatever he is. I grew up listening to all of that at the skate rink, okay? I wore DKNY sneakers and clothes, okay? I'm an 80s, 90s baby. But Biggie's lyrics inspired me, okay? If you listened to Biggie when you were younger and you were inspired by his lyrics, drop a 1 in the chat and let me know, okay? Because some of his songs, yeah, were a little bit raunchy and about different things, but a lot of his songs were coming from an internal place of where he had been and where he wants to go. Okay, so where he wanted to go. If you listen to his lyrics, if you go back and listen to some of the songs, okay, I'm not talking about like Hypnotize. We all know Hypnotize, okay? I'm talking about the deep songs like Juicy, like, go back and listen to the deep songs, okay? Because his lyrics were about more than what the surface looked like, okay? So I was inspired by Biggie when I was younger, and right up until now, even when I listen to his music now, it pumps me up and gets me hype, gets my energy flowing, right? I was listening to my Biggie playlist while I was writing my notes for this morning. If you're a Biggie fan, let me know in the chat, okay? If you're an 80s, 90s baby, let me know in the chat. I love connecting about it. But what inspired me when I was a kid, what inspires me still now when I go back and look at things about his life, like this documentary, is that his dream for what he wanted for his life was always bigger than his fear and where he came from, right? Because he came from, you know, a poor part of Brooklyn. He didn't grow up with a lot of money. His dad wasn't really in the picture a lot when he was younger. His mom was going through a breast cancer battle and, you know, working to raise kids on her own and all of that. And, you know, he went through the struggle, and that turned into like selling drugs as a way to make money and, you know, all of the things. But his dream for himself and where he wanted to be, he always saw himself as bigger than what his circumstance was, right? His dream was always bigger than his fear and where he came from and who he was and where, you know, whatever circumstances surrounded his life. His dream was always bigger than that. And he always looked at that dream for motivation and to keep pushing and to keep rapping about it and to keep singing about it and all of the things, right? And so when I look back at a person like that, it reminds me that my goals and my dreams must be bigger than my fears, right? Your dreams and your goals must be bigger than your fears, right? You get to select dreams and goals that are bigger than where you came from, that are bigger than who you think you are, that are bigger than the fears that hold you back. You get to align your energy with a higher purpose that is bigger than where you came from, than whatever fears hold you back. So your goals and dreams must be bigger than your fears. That's where I found motivation today while watching this. Because if you look back at the life of Notorious B.I.G., his dreams and goals in everything he did were always bigger than the fear, than the hardship that he was going through at the time. He was always pushing for the next big thing in his life because he was motivated by his dreams, and his dreams were bigger than his fears and where he came from. So I found motivation today in reminding myself that I get to choose dreams and goals that are bigger than anything I could ever think of or fathom or even understand, so that the energy of those dreams and goals drives me through the day and is bigger than the fear that holds me back from other things. One of my biggest dreams is to give a TED Talk, to be a public speaker, to bring this Daily Drive platform off of social media and into the real world, right? Like, give a TED Talk and be a public speaker, like Mel Robbins. Like, that's my dream, right? And that is scary for me. It's really easy to come in my office now that I've gotten used to this platform and turn on my phone and connect with you through my screen and bring you my energy. But when I think about doing that in person, it makes me scared. It makes me wonder if I'm enough. It makes me have all of those feelings of worth and is my worth enough and all of that stuff, right? But my goal of giving a TED Talk, of being a public speaker, of helping the world shift its energy is bigger than wondering if I'm not enough. Y'all have already embraced me and made me feel accepted in this environment, right? So now it's time to take the next step and keep the motivation pushing despite everything else, right? Despite the fear. So I wake up every single day motivated by remembering to do something, whether it is the tiniest thing or the biggest thing, but motivated to do something that brings me closer to my dreams and my goals despite the fear. Whether it's the daily drive, whether it is creating an event to put myself out there, whether it is reaching out to local places that might let me come and speak, like whether it's creating content, I don't know if I said that, but whatever it is, I am motivated by waking up every single day and doing something that pushes me towards my dreams and goals despite the fear. That means that I am actively aware, actively in control of what I am thinking, right? Because doing something despite the fear means that I'm feeling the fear, but pushing through anyway, because the end result, the end dream for me is bigger than what this fear is right now, right? So, excuse me. When it's time to do these things, I make it a point and make it my motivation to get up every day and do something to push me towards my goals despite the fear. Turn your dreams into that internal motivation. And if your dreams and goals are not big enough right now to internally motivate you to shift your energy, then maybe it's time to reevaluate your purpose and your dreams and your goals, right? When I wake up and remember that my purpose is to be in control of my own energy so that I can share the right information with my audience, it motivates me internally to do what I need to do to change my energy and keep my energy in check, right? So I watch a documentary, I turn on music, I journal, I do whatever it is I need to do so that I can bring my energy to the right level to live out my purpose. And that motivates me. If I wake up thinking anxious thoughts, when I become aware of that, because we all know that anxious thoughts can kind of run off on their own, right? So when I become aware that I've woken up with anxious thoughts, it motivates me to redirect it, to be in control of redirecting it. It motivates me to take that anxious thought and turn it into the energy that I need to do something towards my purpose, towards my goal, right? So turn that energy of fear into an energy of motivation. If you're feeling fear, then most likely you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, right? The universe gives us all of these feelings and energy and all of those things for a reason. So if you're feeling fear, you're probably doing something right, right? If you're feeling fear and you know you're not doing something right, then, you might have a little bit of a deeper journey to be on, right? But if you're feeling fear, then you're probably doing something right, because fear is our body's natural safety reaction, right? However, we have to shut that down when it comes to the things that get us closer to our purpose and our goals. We get to shut that down. We get to shift that energy. I can't tell you how fulfilling, how amazing it feels to actively shift your energy. You will feel so proud of yourself when you are feeling a mood 1 minute and shifting your energy to a better mood the next minute. You will continue to feel proud of yourself. So when you are consciously aware of the thoughts that you're thinking and you know that it's not pushing you in the direction of your goals, take control and shift it. If your goals are not big enough, if your dreams and goals that you're working on are not big enough to keep you motivated, then you need to reevaluate your dreams and goals and maybe add steps in that motivate you internally, right? Changing my body motivates me right now, but it motivates me internally based on the feelings of confidence and self-acceptance, right? I don't have a picture somewhere. I don't even get on the scale anymore. I'm just looking at the differences in my body. I double dog dare you to go back through my Facebook and find the very first daily drive that I ever did and see what I look like, okay? I am internally motivated right now by maintaining my temple. I'm internally motivated right now by giving a TED Talk, by becoming a public speaker. When I wake up every single day, I start thinking of what can I do today to get my message out there. It motivates me because the dream of giving a TED Talk is bigger than the fear of standing in front of people. I've done that before. I've led conferences. I've led events. I've spoken in front of people before. I do this 3 times a week, right? So it's up to me to redirect that energy and know that this is something that I can do and in fact is my purpose. So I get to shift that energy to live out that purpose. So #Motivation Monday. If your dreams and your goals are not big enough to internally motivate you and push you to get out of bed, reevaluate your dreams and goals and add in things and steps that are bigger than your fear. Know that when you wake up, you are 100% in control of shutting down the fear or letting it fester and probably ruining your day, right? You're in control of that. Sometimes I let myself feel feelings for a few minutes and then I redirect. Sometimes it's not as easy to take control instantly, right? But do what you need to do, journal, do whatever, phone a friend, do what you need to do to redirect your energy. Remember, it takes 90 seconds to shift energy and emotion in your body in another direction, right? So you get to reevaluate your goals and dreams and make sure that your goals and dreams are bigger than your fear. You get to make sure that you wake up every single day internally motivated by the feelings of living out your dreams, goals, and purpose and shutting down the fear, right? Turn your dreams into your motivation and make sure that they are big enough to push you through the day. And then take control and be in charge of that push. When you become aware of the thoughts that you don't want to think, take control of redirecting them. That is why I use my intentional thought, because when I feel those other thoughts coming up, I can remind myself, this is what I committed to today. So what do I need to do to shift this energy today? Right? And you can have more than one intentional thought for the day if you need to. I also made a goal board this year that I've already crossed a bunch of stuff off. In the past, I have made dream boards where I, have cut out pictures from magazines and pasted it on something and whatever. And that never really motivated me as much as just seeing everything in a list on pink, poster board that I love with some little, positive stickers on it. This motivates me more just seeing it here, seeing, custom Jeep Wrangler versus a picture of, some random Jeep from a magazine, right? This motivates me more. So do what motivates you internally, right? Because motivation, again, is internal. Do what internally motivates you, right? Y'all are going to be seeing some sold out seats to hear me speak, okay? Because that's my motivation and that's where I'm going in life, right? If you don't know, now you know, okay? Y'all, turn your fear, turn your dreams and goals into your motivation. Make sure that your dreams and goals are bigger than your fears, where you came from, whatever negative thoughts you have. Make sure that your dreams and goals are bigger so that your purpose will burn inside of you, your energy will ignite every single day, and you will wake up looking for things to do every single day to help you live out your true purpose. And that will keep you motivated internally far better than any external motivator you have around you. Okay? Hashtag Motivation Monday. Remember, motivation is internal and it's related to the thoughts and feelings and energy that are related with your goal and your end result. Okay? So make sure that your goals and dreams are bigger than your fears so that you wake up every single day pushing for your goals and dreams and not letting the fear shut you down. All right? I love y'all so much. I don't know why I'm like making weird noises today, y'all. I'm going to drop the daily drive in the comments so that y'all can do that for you. One way that I always make sure that I show gratitude is with my joy jar, my friends, family, and community. Y'all are all part of a support system community that's been developing over the last couple of years, and it has really become something that I love, cherish, am grateful for, turn to often. I love it. So y'all always go in the joy jar. Whoop. Hope I didn't get up too high there because I don't have pants on. Make sure you check out dailydrivecoaching.com. Excuse me. I should have brought water with me. Make sure that you check out dailydrivecoaching.com. You can see all of my retail, all of my services, all of these daily drive videos, blog posts, all kinds of good stuff. I have a mental health and anxiety support group coming up on Wednesday that is absolutely free for you, just a way to connect in person. I'll be speaking, my girl Ashley Van will be speaking, we'll be doing some activities during that. If you want more info, let me know. I'll also drop that in the comments so you can get in on that support group action and connect. If you are also looking for a social media family to connect with, I have a Facebook group called Becoming Unlimited, where it's just a community of support. You get information about unlimiting your thought processes and can connect with other people that are in there. So let me know if you want to hop on that. If you are watching this on YouTube, bless you. I love you. Make sure you hit subscribe and let me know if you get anything out of this. Once you hit subscribe, turn on notifications. Make sure you've got notifications on for all of my social media, Becoming Unlimited, me personally, so that you're informed anytime I do something and you don't miss any of the good information. I will never, ever, ever ask you for any kind of fee for what I do here on social media. The only fee that I will ask is that you offer things to the social media algorithm gods by subscribing, liking, commenting, engaging with me, tagging friends, inviting, being in my group, all of those things. That's all I'll ever ask you to do. You can check out dailydrivecoaching.com for any other information about my services and retail that you need. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, put your email address in, subscribe, you'll get all kinds of good stuff, and you can also hop into Becoming Unlimited. Y'all, remember, motivation is internal. It comes from the feelings related to the feelings and the energy related and associated with the thing that you are working towards. So make sure that your dreams and goals are bigger than your fears about whatever you're holding on to. Y'all are gonna be seeing some sold out seats to hear me speak, okay? Like I said a minute ago, if you don't know, now you know. Okay? Hashtag Motivation Monday. Let me know if you're watching the replay. I love y'all so much. Stay internally motivated always by making sure that your dreams and goals are bigger than your fears. I love you so much. I'll be back on Wednesday for the gratitude. I will see you soon.